And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And always, we're working on a weekday as well. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, the only show that combines traditional sports talk and gaming. It's ISG basketball here late in the weekend. We're talking the latest in the world of the NBA and WNBA. We'll also have a couple of NBA 2K players playing on the side for cash and prizes. The intersection of sports and gaming here on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network as we come to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, let's come inside, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG football early in the week, end of the week. You know, as we like to say, ISG basketball. My guy, Dennis Scott. Leave it. Good to be here on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. ISG, folks, we're the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming, so it's good to be here. Thanks for checking us out. ISG basketball powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located right here in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. And look at that beautiful sunset here in Jersey, the Garden State. Gotta love it there, man, as we head inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Route 3 here in Clifton, New Jersey. They are the guys, folks, that literally invented deep dish back in 1943. Shout out to the good folks there inside of the bar, man. It is trivia night here. This place is packed. National Margarita Day. Got wings and everything else going on here. Wings and flings. We'll show you some of that here in a second. Oh, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, drawing their identity and inspiration from their origins there in the Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. They also serve more than just pizza, folks. They serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. You got craft beers, great cocktails, and for you health nuts out there, vegetarian dishes as well. Shout out to the people here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. Paul and the staff here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Let me go ahead and bring in my staff, my good folks here. The co-host for the day, there he is, my guy, Nubyjas Wilborn. He is a writer for SI.com, Sports Illustrated. He's up there in those Three Rivers. That is Pittsburgh, PA. It's the Confluence, folks. The Confluence, folks. Those Three Rivers are backwards, starting with the Confluence.
The Ohio, the Monongahela, and the Allegheny.
Look at that boy right there.
Backwards like he's moonwalking, baby.
Or, did he get pulled over?
You have to do the nose test, right, Nubyjas?
Right. Hey, look, that's one of those. You just hope and pray. You just didn't go home.
The melon is definitely popping there. Good to see you, Nubyjas. And what up, my girl down there? A Rich, peace up, A down. She is in the A-town. Is it hot as hell? Hotter than lava down there in ATL?
Oh, man, it's always hot. There's always something popping. Earlier in the week, I talked about the alien going around. I guess he's also making it hotter around here, too. So there's always something happening here in Atlanta. And even the aliens outside. That's how outside we are.
Speaking of hot, man, shout out to the good folks here, Paul, and the good folks here, man. They got some new wings coming on board starting tomorrow at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, man. Speaking of hot, Chicago fire right there with the jalapenos there. Oh, and then you got this right here. Oh, man, you got the corn puffs, can't say Cheetos, but the flaming hot right there. Ooh, that is so good. You got also Boom Boom Shrimp or the Boom Boom chicken wings right there. Oh, for the folks down there in Nolan, New Orleans, Nolans. The NOLA, the New Orleans rub right there, and then my favorite right here, peanut butter and jelly. Boards, can you believe this? You want me to take some of this?
You got to. Peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly time. Wait.
There you go. Larry, there you go.
I'm intrigued. What's happening here?
Yeah, we need a taste test.
Wings and flings right here. Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. You guys ready to get this thing started? I can barely talk right here, but this peanut butter is really thick right now.
We good.
Trying to get through this show. I'm going to get this thing started.
I'm hurting.
I know, I'm hurting. I gotta get some of this raspberry lemonade here. Let's take a look at the rundown, folks, here on ISG basketball, folks. The intersection of sports and gaming. We're talking about the W, folks. Caitlin Clark versus Kelsey Plum. WNBA rivalry that is just off the charts right now. A new rivalry. We'll get into that, what's being said, and how that thing could sort of grow there. Lance Stephenson says he regrets blowing in LeBron James's ear. That was some 11 or 12 years ago. I guess it'd be 11 years ago in 2014. Ron Harper, he says the Lakers bubble ring back in 2000, straight trash. We got to talk about that. And Bradley Beal gives up his number 3 to his new Clippers teammate, CP3, Chris Paul, with the jersey number 3. And sad news in the world of wrestling this week, pro wrestling, Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster, dying at the age of 71. All right, guys, let's take a look real quickly at the rundown. We just saw that the rules here for the Madden. We used to talk Madden earlier in the week. NBA 2K this week, so we'll talk about the rules. Hall of Fame, competitive game rules there. 1v1 current rosters. We like to call those regs. All 30 NBA teams are available. 5-minute quarters. And with the weekly, like King of the Hill format, you win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes here? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets $40. The runner-up runs about this piece with $10 straight cash. Homie, if you win 4 straight weeks, you do win an NBA licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. They got office furniture, gaming desks, sofas, stools, you name it. Man, they got all the NFL teams, the NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also NCAA teams as well. And also, folks, if you got any custom pieces, they can definitely get that done for you as well. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, the marketing lady at Zip Chair. Check them out. They're located on Strong Island, online, zipchair.com. And how about the matchup here for the NBA 2K? The runner-up or the challenger will be JustZyrell. We can't call him a runner-up. Hell, he might win. He's the challenger here, playing with the Spurs. And these players, they always pick teams that are currently being talked about in ISG basketball for that week and on those topics. MustBeReezy, our current King of the Hill, he is playing with the Lakers. Quick profiles of these two young men. We'll start with that challenger, JustZyrell. JustZyrell Rebels from Columbus, Ohio. Can he kick it? Yes, he can, of course. 23 years of age. Works for the Columbus Crew. Stadium operations for those guys. I think they were named the best in Major League Soccer very recently in the last couple of years. 2K25 Playmakers Tournament finalist. How about the King of the Hill, the guy he'll be going up against? MustBeReezy, must be nice. Leon Fitzgerald, old Fitzy, from Cypress, Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. 26 years of age, wicked smart. He is an Echo Tech and a 2-time ISG NBA 2K champion. So he's had a couple of 4-game winning streaks. He wins today. That would be another 4-game winning streak, and we get his 3rd chair. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Some 20 different varieties of grapes there. Mollypop taking the world by sweet storm with the pink bag promise. You see that local pink bag in your local grocery stores, guys? You got to understand you're getting high-quality produce, folks. And not only that, they got the fresh juices online as well. Shout out to the good folks there at Mollypop. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. You can see the standings right there. Andrea has the least amount of losses, but I got more wins. Actually, she should be first, but that's a Kevin thing, the producer. We'll let him figure that out. All right, let's go ahead and bring everybody in and get these predictions here. Kevin said, that's correct. That's correct.
Let me get my flowers. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Well, why is he yelling? That's correct. What's he mad about?
Letting you know, I guess. It's been a long, it's been, we remember what happened last week, so it's all over again.
Or what just happened a few minutes ago. I almost got stuck. I couldn't talk. I was about to choke, man. Hey, but these peanut butter wings with the peanut butter and jelly, I love that idea. Speaking of ideas, you got an idea who's going to win this game, Andrew Richmond? You got the Spurs, the Riverwalk, or are you going to Los Angeles?
Y'all know what I always say. If it's real, it's really real. But also on the other side, you gotta recognize that if it's off the Yeezy for Sheezy, then I'm going with my boy Reezy. And right now he's choosing the Lakers. So guess what? Ain't no games. He's only lost once, but he doesn't have a bad team. He has a good one with the Lakers. So I'm locked in with Reezy.
All right. Who you got in the bus? Spurs or Lakeship?
You know, I really strongly consider going with the Spurs just because I like JustZyrell's game. And I do recognize it. However, Reezy's been on a hot streak, and I'm going to roll with the hot hand. I'm going to go with Reezy here. But I expect to be a close ball game.
All right. I'm rooting like hell for JustZyrell, man. But I'm going to take Reezy, man. You know, heart, not over mine, mine over heart this time. But my heart's rooting for JustZyrell, but my head says Reezy, so I'm going to go ahead and take Reezy. All right, guys, you guys ready to go ahead and do this thing? JustZyrell, go ahead and prove it wrong, man. Hey, man, simpatico with my heart. We'll see if you can get it done. JustZyrell, let's lock it up, man. Playing with the Spurs and Reezy, our current King of the Hill, looking to win a chair and some cash today. Playing with the Lakers. Go ahead and get this thing started right here, guys, on Unbeaten Sports Channel, NESN, Players TV, and In the Black Network. May the best man win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of this game. Good luck, guys. And that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations in Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. That's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 total bays, 15 bays, and 1 huge VIP suite there. Got the simulators and the suites there. It is where golf meets social, folks. The best indoor golf experience that you'll have. Indoor golf games meeting unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's a true experience there. It's a bar, a sports bar, lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, guys, we're back here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG basketball here on your screen on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Got Nubyjas Wilborn to the side of me. He's a writer for SI, Sports Illustrated, and SI.com. Andrea Richmond, top right-hand corner of your screen. She is a sports reporter down in Atlanta. Breezy, our current king of the hill. They're playing an NBA 2K game for cash and prizes. As we talk the latest in the world of the NBA and WNBA, JustZyrell, bottom of the screen, playing with the Spurs. No score here early first quarter. All right, guys, let's get started here. Let's talk some WNBA. I'm wearing a little orange. Let's go ahead and talk the W, man. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. We talked about that. Great rivalry there in the WNBA. There's a new rivalry. How about the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum? Now, this thing goes back. Caitlin Clark broke the record in college. Of course, Kelsey went to Washington. Had a little back and forth, man, this past weekend at the WNBA All-Star Game. Remember, the players came out, pay us what you owe us, those T-shirts. Well, Kelsey Plum took a little shot at Caitlin Clark's team. She didn't play in the All-Star Game. She's been injured. She's missed some 11 games. Take a listen to Kelsey Plum, Caitlin Clark a little bit at the All-Star Game in her home state, or the hometown there where she plays in Indianapolis. Take a listen.
The T-shirt, just United front was determined this morning that we had a meeting for, and not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just we had a very that really needed to be mentioned. I'm trying to make a situation light, okay? But yeah, no, I think it was just all of us getting on the same page for the game. We wanted to do something that was just united and collective, and I thought that it was a very powerful moment and got the point across. And sometimes you don't have to say anything.
Caitlin Clark's team, they weren't really in on this when it comes to the CBA talks and things of that nature. Look, I love this. I think this is starting to build rivalry. I want to get your thoughts here, Andrew. Does this go back to Caitlin breaking her record? Or, look, also she picked her up 94 feet at the All-Star Game last year. What's going on here between Caitlin and Kelsey? Whatever the hell's going on, I like it, this new rivalry in the W.
What's going on is that Kelsey Plum chose a worse time to make a terrible joke and everybody's aggregating it, okay? When Kelsey Plum, a little bit of backdrop, as you talked about, Larry, the whole weekend, the players were on Kathy Engelberg, the WNBA commissioner, about the CBA upcoming, right? They're demanding more money, and they wore shirts to go ahead and show their solidarity, especially since earlier in that weekend, the players had a meeting in which they met with the league. The league, again, were not meeting the players' demands, and so the players, obviously upset, had an impromptu meeting in which they decided to go ahead and wear the shirts. But I guarantee you guys that Team Caitlin Clark absolutely knew about it. Team Caitlin Clark was wearing the shirts. Unfortunately, what Kelsey Plum was trying to say is that they didn't show up mentally because, let's be honest, if you watch the Subbuzz stream, everybody was a little bit checked out, drinking, having fun. It's an all-star game, right? So this was a little bit of shot of Kelsey Plum just saying, hey, they didn't show up like metaphorically, but obviously they did because everybody was wearing the CBA, pay us what you owe us, WNBA Players Association push. Unfortunately, Kelsey Plum, people don't know that context, and then also too, it was just a bad joke in the first place. There was no context. That's why Sabrina was like, what are you talking about? Girl, this is making us look ununified. But throughout the whole weekend, throughout the last like 3-4 years, the W has been very solidly unified, including Caitlin Clark, in wearing those jerseys and demanding that they get paid. So this was just like a bad joke by Kelsey, and a very confusing one at that.
Nubyjas, it seems like I don't think Kelsey likes her. I mean, look, we talk about the Angel Reese stuff, and look, I think that's more of, a roaring factions between fans of Angel protecting her, Caitlin's folks definitely protecting her. Kelsey, I don't think she likes her. Is it plain to me, or she loves needling her? Why did she pick her up 94 feet at the All-Star game last year? Something going on here, man.
Now, I will say,
And I like it because if it was about the guys, we'd be applauding this. We want that.
My typical frame of reference for basketball has been, as they say, the MNBA, which, by the way, always.
I love that. I love that.
I mean, it's silly, whatever, fine. I am an MNBA fan. Yes, I am. That being said, so my frame of reference is typically, you know who's hardest on a white basketball player?
Who?
Other white basketball players.
Yes, absolutely.
You're carrying the whole species on your back.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
I mean, that's the typical frame of reference that I come from watching basketball. White basketball players, at least the men, tend to be harder on themselves and on each other than we could ever be on them. So some of that probably is just that, I would imagine. If there is a beef, I guess. I don't know. Also, I think Caitlin Clark has become an easy punching bag, which, okay. Now, she does some irritating stuff on the court, but show me an athlete who doesn't.
Exactly.
She flails, but show me a basketball player who doesn't flop or flail.
Right.
Talks trash. You know,
I just want her fans to stop protecting her. She's no damsel.
Her fans do her.
She's a dog. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her fans do that, but I do want to say that you have to realize Kelsey Plum is coming from a time to where Diana Taurasi. This is not the MN.
Any real beef here though? I mean,
I don't believe that because Kelsey Plum. No, I don't honestly because Kelsey Plum is coming from a time where this isn't the MNBA, right? The women literally hit each other on the court, and that's why a lot of MNBA fans are again, I'll go with that. A lot of NBA fans are going with the fact. Because it's really pissing off our producer, I'm just gonna say it more just to be trouble. Yeah, people do get mad at it. But I will say a lot of fans do not understand the women actually hit each other, and Kelsey Plum was a direct victim of that to where she was literally hit by Diana Taurasi in elbow several times. So she's playing around with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark had a lot of physicality placed towards her, but not as much as somebody like Kelsey Plum did. So again, it's just a little bit of that legacy, a little bit of teasing, and Nubyjas said, white players get on white players.
Well, Nubyjas, real quick, about 10 seconds. If there's no real beef or real hate there, she gets a kick out of needling her at the very least.
Absolutely. I mean, I mean, but to be fair, Caitlin Clark kind of gets it. I mean, again, she's become an easy target.
Oh, what about her tweet when there was a picture of Kelsey Plum, looking nice, standing in front of a Nike sign, and she's like, nice ad. So look, she tweeted, she needled, and tweeted.
Also, but again,
Kelsey, love that.
Caitlin's got wit, man.
Yes.
I've not heard her talk.
More, please.
Caitlin is interesting. She's intriguing. If she wanted more motion, she could have it. Imagine a world where she talks.
We got to move.
I hate the fact that she can't throw personality, but you're right. She has way more personality. She's witty, she's funny, and that's why she has a lot of those same technicals that Kelsey Plum has too.
Right. We'll keep an eye on this. A little budding rivalry here. I like it. It seems like it's boring a little bit. Hey, keep it spicy, ladies. I'm here for it. We want the content. So keep it up. WNBA back. I think Caitlin Clark, she's missed 11 to 12 games. We'll see about the fever. Got the growing and a couple other elements this year. I like the fact that also Kelsey called her out a few weeks ago, but this late June they played in Indiana. She was on the court, and Kelsey's like, get your butt back there and tell the ref, look at her. I like that. I love that. Give me more of that.
I mean, but again, competition.
Come on, I got to go. Go 5 seconds. Go.
The competition's supposed to be fun, man. And
that's my point, yes.
As long as it's fun.
Yes, I agree. All right, we'll keep an eye on Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum. Keep an eye on this basketball game. 25-19, a 6-point lead here in the second quarter. The first quarter brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week there. Where I trap in Bayonne. Great food, atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Libations definitely flowing, folks, there. Monday through Friday, happy hour 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. We'll be there in a couple of weeks on a Tuesday. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends, too. They also got the patio. Check them out there, folks. The Golden Eagle. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, online, aguiladoradorestaurant.com. All right, we're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill. ISG basketball, folks, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. The only show that combines traditional sports talk and gaming. Literally here at CBS Sports. Also on the platforms of NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. And Nubyjas Wilborn to the right of me, next to me. He's a writer for SI.com. Andrea Richmond, Peace Up, A-Down. She's in the A-Town. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. We're talking the latest in the world of NBA and WNBA. And while that is going on, we're talking sports. We got this game going on, NBA 2K. Our champion right now, Reezy, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Lakers, got a 6-point lead over the challenger, Zyrell, playing with the Spurs here in the second quarter. Let's get back to the NBA talk, folks. Lance Stephenson, we remember old Lance. Love Lance, of course, playing in the Big Three now. Had a nice little rivalry. I guess you can call it. Really can't call it a rivalry if you don't win. But he ended up joining LeBron James. Remember the infamous blowing in LeBron's ear? That was great. I believe that was in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2014 when it happened. It was the second time when they played. So I believe it was 2014, 11 years ago, when he blew in LeBron's ear. Check him out. You got to listen to our guy, Lance Stephenson. He was on with Melo, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn on this podcast. Shout out to Melo. Here's how he says and why he regrets doing that to LeBron and needling him during the playoffs in 2014. Take a listen.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. I regret it sometimes because I was at a club, right? So I came in the club late. I ain't want to get no section. I ain't wasting no money. So I go to the bar. I'm some drunk dude coming. yo, you crazy, boy? Yo, that's how LeBron felt. How you like that?
You at the bar, so he felt like it's like gin pop over here.
Yeah. I was about to go ham, bro. Like the hard spit blow.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what the
In the club, too.
In the club. I was about to go crazy. I'm like, yo, you crazy, boy? That's how LeBron felt. How you like that? Yo, bro, I was about to go crazy on this guy, bro.
Not the spit blow. He said he went to a club. I know, right? Went to a club, and this guy just came up to him and blew. That's for LeBron, buddy. Like, what the? These fans are taking this thing way too serious. But it was interesting. It was illuminating to hear him talk about the regrets, because he's talked to this. He just did an interview with CBS, and my colleague Ashley not too long ago talking about why he did it and things of that nature. But this is the first time he's actually said that he regretted it. Your thoughts, Nubyjas, of him opening up there to Melo on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn? I love it, man, that it took a fan of the club to get him to say, that was wild what I did.
You know, it's funny. We go from talking stud buds and then Kelsey Plum and Caitlin Clark to back to the patriarchy and all the things, right?
Oh, boy.
What I'm saying is this is unfortunately one of the things that women will say about men is that, unfortunately, instead of us being empathetic and listening, we have to experience things to understand them, unfortunately. And apparently, Lance is proving this thing to be true, that unfortunately he did not realize the error of his ways until he literally experienced it. And if that is not a summary of the things when we talk about patriarchy and misogyny, that's what it is, all wrapped in one, and how it harms us all.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Andrea? That was a great soundbite, though. It gave us some insight.
That was hilarious. And like I can like visually think about it in the club. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like Nas back in the day performing in a boiler room set, and there's like a picture of this guy like wiping him, and it's because like Nas was like, wipe off the sweat off my man, and it was just weird. And out of place, I forgot the whole bar. I'm not gonna lie, I love Nas, but I forgot the whole bar. But like he wipes the sweat off of him, and it's like, why did this dude just decide to wipe her face? Why did this dude, in the sake of LeBron, decide to blow in Lance Stephenson's ear? It's just weird in general. Lance Stephenson is at least doing it for basketball reasons, trying to be a troll. Now, what I PO somebody off like LeBron James? Absolutely not. But I mean, I guess that playoff series, or at least later on.
Well, they won, and I think they won in 7 too, because the Pacers were playing them pretty tough. They played like 2 or 3 times out there between 2011, 12, and into 13, 14.
And I'm mad that yeah.
Well, in that game, in the game, the famous ear blow game, LeBron played bad in that game. I think it was like
there's a fan base.
Works.
If there was a fan base that would totally blow in people's ears on their behalf, it would be the Bronze.
Oh,
LeBron sexual.
Right. I'm just saying, that's what it would be.
LeBron.
Right. The Glazing Bros.
The Glazing Bros.
I'm just saying, someone who's willing to glaze someone would probably also blow in another man's ear.
Oh my God!
Not they blowing and they blown, blow for blow, bar for bar, right?
But
I do. We talking about Lance Stephenson blowing. This was like the end of Paul George's like legacy. Like where Paul George was hooping at this time. This is like the last couple times that Paul George was hooping, and we still talking about Lance Stephenson. That's how we're framing this whole thing, man. If I were Paul George, playoff P, I would be so
playoff P. It's been a long time since we've seen playoff P.
Man, and you know what? Now playoff P is a bad thing, but remember when it was good?
Right. Remember Lance and LeBron teamed up. What was that, 17, 18, somewhere around there? Played for the Lakers, man. So he was happy to be a teammate of LeBron. So
I gotta say this too.
Quickly,
I'm glad to see Lance Stephenson seemingly doing well in life. I know at one point he had some tough times, and I think this NBA journey didn't end the way he wanted to. He didn't have the career he wanted to. So I'm glad to see that he has a positive attitude. He's out here living and doing well and functioning and all that stuff. But also, that was one really silly story, man.
Yeah, that was a hell of a story right there. We love the stories, man. Shout out to Lance, man. Lance Stephenson and LeBron as well. Speaking of LeBron and the Lakers, we're going to keep talking about them. But right now, I got an NBA 2K game going on. An 8-point game here in the third quarter. Our King of the Hill, JustZyrell, bottom left-hand corner of the screen with the lead by 8 points. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Corner Square Pizzeria in New Jersey, Bayonne, New Jersey, 956 Broadway. Look at my guy, Dave Portnow. Man, he gave them some really good scores there, man. Changing the pizza game one slice at a time. Great people eat great pizza and pies there. They also got sandwiches, appetizers, and side salads and desserts. We talked about the Barstool owner there, Dave Portnow. He came through recently. Gave them a really high score, guys, like an 8.3 or something like that. Love the cheesesteaks as well. Good job by Dave, man. And shout out to Paulie, you saw that, the owner. And there's young Peter, the son there. Shout out to those guys, man. I love working with you guys. Great seeing you guys. Check them out online, cornersquarepizzeria.com. All right, welcome back here on NESN Unbeaten Sports Channel. Players TV in the Black Network, Larry Ridley of CBS Sports. ISG basketball, folks. We're the only show that combines traditional sports and also gaming as well. Good to be here talking the latest in the world of the NBA and also the WNBA. Got Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI.com. Bottom left corner of the screen right below me. Bottom right below me. Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter down in the A. Bottom left. NBA 2K game going on while we're talking traditional sports. So hence the word ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. The gamers right now, Reezy, our current King of the Hill, he's the winner the last 3 weeks. He wins tonight or today. He will get a nice little zip chair. It's valued at like $500 to $600 a gaming chair. So with the Lakers, he's got just a 3-point lead. JustZyrell on the horse, man. He was just down by like 8 or 9, got it down to 3 right here in the third quarter. All right, back to the NBA, guys. We're talking about the Lakers. How about Ron Harper? Played with the Lakers, played with the Bulls, played with a lot of damn teams, played with both LA teams now, come to think about it. He recently talked about LeBron James and the Lakers. You got to go back to, let's see the pictures of KCP and Ron Harper. KCP, I think this is sort of the backdrop, guys. Ron Harper basically said the bubble ring, trash. You got to go back to KCP. We didn't do this story a couple of months ago, but Kentavious Caldwell-Pope said the Lakers would have been a dynasty. They would have won 3 more if they would have kept that team together. I think this is some of that, some residue there that maybe Ron Harper's not feeling. I think he's right, though. What do you guys think about the bubble championship, that Mickey Mouse ring that they call it down there? There's some players, though, that believe it was the most difficult championship to win. I'm not buying that. Hence, the Lakers, since the bubble, have only won 2 playoff series at all since then. Your thoughts here, Nubyjas, on Ron Harper. Was it a trash ring?
Nah, man, I can't do that. I mean, I think it's very easy to look back and not so fondly on those times. It was a tough time to live in the world, a tough time to be around sports. I had some friends who, in various capacities, were in the bubble. That was a tough time in and of itself, risking their lives at that time for what we knew about the coronavirus and everything else to play. Yeah. To be in those situations, to be away from home, and everything else that came with it. Even the whole lemon pepper loop thing, right? And all you know what I'm saying, that came from it. And I'm not diminishing anybody's championship. I mean, also, listen, Ron Harper was a really good player. Even if you
5 championships,
right,
put some respect on his name.
With the Bulls, where he was not the guy. Go back to his Clippers days. Go back to his Cavs days. That dude,
Oh, he was dunking on folks.
right. Now, he was absolute filling.
Yeah.
Now, all that being said, as
Right.
good as Ron Harper was, okay? Now, he ain't no LeBron.
No, but I don't think he's trying to. He's got more
Yeah,
championships,
no,
but he's not
but
trying to
what
compare
I'm
his
saying
career to LeBron. He's saying that bubble championship's a little flaky. That's all.
Yeah, I
Better
get
than KCP.
I get why he would feel that way, but I'm not going for it.
Okay, are you going for KCP saying they could have had a daggone dynasty? Really?
I'm not going for that either.
Okay.
But
Oh.
I mean, but that's the thing about it, right? It's easy to say what ifs and buts and candy nuts and all that stuff.
Right.
That's real easy.
Get in here, Andrew.
Yeah, there are so many good teams during that time. The Clippers were very dangerous and were Luka getting hot away from doing some damage. The Nuggets were still on their rise in a great fashion. Also too, the Milwaukee Bucks were also a very good team during that time. It's hard to say like dynasty. A lot of good things have to happen, and I don't think that Lakers team was so strong to where I can definitely say for sure they're gonna be even back, let alone actually win once they get to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much to diminish the fact that Lakers bubble, it was a very unique bubble. I agree with that. But in terms of a Mickey Mouse one or trash and all of that, guys, what are we doing
They
here?
didn't have to go anywhere to win. They were just there. I get it. It was a unique circumstance, but damn.
But
Can you go play on the road? Can you play in front of anybody?
But if
Not
you know
placards
athletes,
and video screens?
athletes are crazy. They're insane people who gluttons to routine. And they love routine. They love going in the flow of things. The bubble was everything outside the routine. They're around no family. Their day schedules aren't the same. They can't even connect to people the same way that they're used to. So I can see how an athlete would be like, oh man, this is a very weird time for me. And that was the most difficult in your life. I mean, there are a lot of people during the pandemic.
So is it more difficult to win in a sterile environment or going to play at 5,280 feet up in Denver? Or going to play in a raucous crowd in Boston or somewhere.
I don't think it
They
matters.
don't have home court advantage is not the same. I do agree with that.
Okay, since they were the world champs 5 years ago, how many playoff series have they won?
Well, we ain't talking about that. That don't matter. That
Because it's hard to win.
It's super hard to win. That's why KCP is ridiculous.
But my point, okay, now to KCP's point, whatever, I do think the Lakers should have tried hard to keep that team together.
I agree with that.
That, whether they would have won or not.
They wouldn't have won. They would have won 4 in a row, though.
But they should have got
three
the
more.
opportunity to stay together. They should have got the opportunity to stay together.
All right. Okay. All right. So y'all don't think it was a trash championship in 2000?
I will say, if you want to be petty and you want to make an asterisk, make it like a Mickey Mouse asterisk. That'd be funny. If you want to be petty, dig into the petty, please.
I did see a ring. I wish I one of the pictures. There was a ring like it had the Mickey Mouse and everything.
Mickey Mouse
That
hat.
was perfect. The Mickey Mouse hat. That Mickey Mouse hat. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Ron Harper. He's got 2 sons playing somewhat in the NBA. I know Dylan just got drafted number 2 overall by those Spurs. Speaking of the Spurs got a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter. We're going to get to that, man. That third quarter brought to you by good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. 2 locations. One in Shaolin, located in Staten Island, and also in Brooklyn. Best wings, burgers, and beer. Food and Wine magazine, folks, said one of the top 5 wing joints in America. Mainline. Them wings are really good, man. Can't wait to go back to Kettle Black Bar in a couple of weeks here. They're open daily, 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Live music, DJs, trivia night, all the sports on those TVs that you want. Check them out online, kettleblackbar.com. 2 locations, Staten Island and BK, where Brooklyn at. And we're back here on NESN Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network, Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Basketball, folks. The only show that combines traditional sports and gaming, the intersection of sports and gaming. We're here talking about the latest in the world of the NBA and also WNBA. Got a great NBA 2K game going on, down to the wire. Less than a minute and a half to go. 1-point lead by the champion, Reezy, the king of the hill. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen playing with the Lakers. You got a 1-point lead over the challenger, JustZyrell, playing with those Spurs. All right, back to the NBA talk, guys. We got a few minutes here to get back on here. Speaking of Los Angeles, the Clippers. How about Brad Beal? I think a really good teammate. You know, he's got bought out by the Suns, signed with those Clippers. Also, they signed and brought in Chris Paul going back to LA to play with the Clippers. So Beal is going to give Chris Paul his number 3 a jersey there. So look, it usually works like this, right? Nubyjas, we've covered all the sports. The better player gets the number, or the more veteran player gets the number. Well, in this case, you can make the case that CP3 is the more veteran player, but the better player right now as far as attributes and accomplishments is Bradley Beal. I thought this was smart by him to give it to CP3, hence the nickname there. I thought this was a good deal for those guys, and it should help this old Clippers team, who I think is going to be really fun and interesting this year. Old as hell, just brought on a 40-year-old and a 36-year-old and like a 32-year-old. But we'll see. What's your thoughts here, Nubyjas?
I mean, Bradley Beal has been with the Clippers for all of 5 seconds. Okay, I don't.
Such a hater, man.
I'm just. Am I a hater or am I a truth teller? You know what I'm saying? Or
this time the hate is the truth.
I mean, the truth. It's just he's only been there for like that long, so I don't know how much history he has behind that number as a Clipper player. I mean, it's cool. Now, typically...
And the NBA 2K game is over. I think our King of the Hill, he does get a chair. Woo! I think he hangs on and wins the game playing with the Lakers. Shout out to Reezy. Go ahead. Keep it going.
But yeah, no, I mean, look, man, this is simple. I mean, good gesture by Beal. Paul's only going to be there for a year. You can get the number back if you stay there anyway. It's fine. But typically, a vet will commiserate the younger player for the number, whether buy him a car or a watch or something. So
no, don't use that word commiserate. Shake his butt down.
Well,
he's already got to use some SATs, man.
But then that's the way. But there's a way in which you got to start the relationship, and you know they need. I mean, look, who cares? But this is fun.
Yeah, man.
Andrew, you gonna give some you gotta throw out some platitudes to Brad Beal?
Hey, man, I love Brad. I was looking at him. I remember I was there live when not live, but I was still up when he scored 52 a couple years ago. A lot of people throw dirt on Brad's name because of the Phoenix Suns, but I'm a big Brad Beal believer, and I love his game. But I'm sorry, man, if we doing, this is already an unction, and the most OG unk has to take the reign, and so that's CP3. His name is literally, it has a 3 in it. He has to go ahead and keep the moniker. It means more to him fundamentally than Brad Beal is. It's not like it's a BB3 over there, all right? So go ahead and give it to CP3 instead, you know?
Yeah. Hey, man, good luck for both of them.
What do you think? Okay, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. You guys still on Clippers not being... Am I the only one that thinks they're going to be better than what you guys think? Now, we can't talk about health. I don't really want to even get into that, but I still think it'd be top 4, top 5.
I talk about this. I believed in the Clippers so long. What do you say, Nubyjas?
Get bounced in the first round. Yeah, sure. That'd be fun.
Man, don't do that to the Clippers. I believe the Clippers so
I'm not doing that to the Clippers. Their history's doing that.
Honestly, they knees doing it to them. The knees, arms, legs, something always goes wrong with them. So I want to believe, but I don't think their bodies do.
Like on paper, they look so good, man. But you bring in a 40-year-old CP3. You got you got your guy from Milwaukee, man. He's what, 36, 37.
Larry, call it what it is. The unction. The unks came to town. We playing outstanding. We doing the electric slide. Barbecue's gonna go crazy in LA.
But look, if they can keep everybody healthy, don't play so many heavy minutes, I think in a playoff series they can do well and avoid OKC, like I said.
Their old people stuff. Make sure they have their walkers and their bandages and
the slippers.
And gonna be Ben Gay gonna be all.
I was gonna say Ben Gay and mothballs. You guys are wild, man. Talking about the Clippers.
Shaq needs to go ahead and bring the icy hot back. Come on.
Yeah, I know, right?
All
right, we'll keep an eye on the Clip Joint, man. Playing in the Intuit Dome, and those Rockets fans there. Look, I really believe you're gonna have a good year about the Clippers. I'm not saying they won a championship. They'll win a playoff series or two. Check them out for real. Dead serious about that. All right, guys. Let's end the show here. Really tough news here early this week, man. A lot of us were wrestling fans in our childhood. We lost Hulk Hogan. There he is, dying at the age of 71, cardiac arrest. Literally just saw some video of him literally a couple days ago. I didn't realize how sick he was. I guess we could say that. You guys jump in here, man. Just talk about the life and the legacy. He really put wrestling into the forefront in the 80s there. We all remember, I remember where I was when he slammed Andre the Giant, the 500-pound, 7-foot, how tall is Andre the Giant, 7'4", 7'5", and slammed him, and how he put wrestling on the map. Of course, a Hall of Famer. Wrestled for all those years, was 6-7-time champ. turned heel when he went to WCW. We remember Hollywood Hogan and things of that nature. Also remember the movies and things of that nature as well. Andrew, your thoughts here on the Hulk Hogan? I'm not even going to get into the racism stuff because look, we got to talk about the whole picture.
Yeah, because I was looking at the bias the whole time, and when he said it was bad, he was.
We don't lie here. We don't lie here. We don't do that.
I will say, to quote Andrea,
I'm not going to kick a man while and the body's still cold, so I'm not going to do that. But like that's part of the bio.
I don't want to speak badly of people. I have grown up thinking and being told that if you cannot say anything nice about someone, you should not have to say anything at all.
True.
But I must break that rule in the case for Hulk Hogan. That is what I'll say. You look up the rest of Andre the Giant's quote, honestly, talking about squashing his face and everything like that. Man, Chuck Mangione passed away. That impacted me more. Hulk Hogan.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
you're not feeling it?
Again, Hulk Hogan has a history.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
And he has done that. And
not
every man. Not every man.
He did not fight for the rights of every man.
Hey, his daughter Brooke, man, some of the stuff he was saying about
if you're
gonna date a black guy, at least get a 8-foot tall one, blah blah blah, hundreds of millions of dollars, N-word, like dang, Hulk, come on, man, I rooted for you as a kid, man. Why are you talking like that?
The only Hulk I acknowledge comes with Hypnotic and Hennessy.
That's a good drink.
Just as a number one star. I mean, okay, now all seriousness,
yes,
we can do this, right?
We can.
Hulk Hogan, the wrestling character, was probably one of the most influential in the history of whatever you wrestling to be.
Probably.
Well, there is a no. There is a 17 champion who, by the way, is still alive.
Ric Flair.
There's a man named the Nature Boy.
Nature Boy. Nature Boy gave him a shout out. He was like, "Man, there'll never be another Hulk." And he gave Ric Flair. Ric Flair talked about he gave him some money as well when he was down and out.
Now, if you would have told me 10, 15 years ago that Ric Flair would outlive Hulk Hogan, I would have been very shocked.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
Also, if you would have told me 15, 20 years ago, I would not be sad about the death of Hulk Hogan. I would have been shocked. But once that video came out and some other things that he has said, my opinion of Terry Bollea, the man, has absolutely. But the character, Hulk Hogan was one of the best ever. I mean, seriously. I mean, whatever you want to say, Stone Cold, whomever, Hulk Hogan has to be in your top, 5, whatever you consider wrestlers of all time.
Wrestling.
Yes.
He's in there, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, you cannot take that away. You cannot remove that history, what he did inside that square circle.
Right.
But the man, Terry Bollea, I got nothing for you.
Are you guys okay with that? Because I thought about this. I was like, look, we got to talk about it. But, I'm big on telling the complete story, right?
Yeah.
There's a story is what, folks? It goes back to the beginning of time. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, right?
Yeah.
Got to encapsulate all of that, right?
His last day, he was a Trump supporter. He
spoke at the RNC back last year. No, 2024.
Unrepentant racist. I mean, by base punching.
Yeah, I don't care which party he is, but you're right. It's
all the things, but also a lot of the people of that party also happen to also
be what he also is, which is a racist.
Saying, like, there are things that go along the line of who gets to be a real American and who doesn't. Okay?
Yeah,
but in of a belief system that is out there.
In terms of iconography in the wrestling world, like, we have lost a big wrestling figure, but in terms of like a human being, there's no surprise where a lot of people on the internet were kind of like,
I was a little shocked by that. I was. I mean, were you not shocked by that? About some of the response? Like, it was like, hey, it's great, but it's like, man, there was a lot of people like, man, dude was racist.
Well, but
good riddance. I was like, whoa.
I think with the way social media is, because again, people remember people in their totality, right?
Yeah.
My producer said they did it to Kobe. I don't know if it was this bad though with Kobe.
No, it wasn't for Kobe.
It was not this bad.
Kobe did a lot to repair his image, whereas Hulk Hogan, I feel like he did the opposite.
And you know what? To be honest, and to be fair, there was a lot of his fellow Caucasian people that brought it up. Like, yo, this guy was a.
Because they're embarrassed by him. Yeah. Hey man, don't make us look like that, man. You're doing too much, brother. I mean,
it's just hard for me because like the body's still cold. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but like, Truth is truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Truth. If you lead a bad life or a life that harms people, don't be surprised where not everybody's crying at the pulpit. You know what I mean?
And also, social media gives us more access to have these conversations in different ways, which is another thing. Gives us more access to opine publicly. Probably some people probably shouldn't be able to say things publicly, but too late now. We everybody to speak in public and say whatever they want to. But I do think legitimately, if you listen to the things that man said, horrible things about black people, horrible beliefs. He's also said some things that are homophobic and sexist and xenophobic and all
the isms. Yep.
All the isms and schisms and then some. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't listen to the stuff he was doing with the RNC, if you listen to what he's saying, a lot of dog whistling there. Okay. That was how he lived his life. That was how he decided to be. Again, with Kobe, RIP to Kobe. Kobe, whatever happened in Denver, Kobe apologized for it.
Yes.
He changed his behavior. He spent money on women's resources in sports.
Became a champion for women's
sports. Yeah, I was about to say, especially for women's basketball. With its daughters and everything else. Yep.
Different.
Mamacitas.
Similar with like Mike Vick, where he got in trouble with the dog fighting.
Mamacitas.
But since then, he's taking up for animals' rights.
Sure.
He makes sure people don't dog fight. So I'm saying there are times which you can redeem yourself. Terry Bollea never showed that level of redemption.
About 30 seconds. Andrew, you wrap it up. You get the last word.
Yeah, he dug in harder his entire life. He has done nothing but, unfortunately, just made a worse public image than he is. And I grew up, if you looked at only the surface, you see him, you think, oh my gosh, he's cool. I want to look up to him. But like Nubyjas said, you uncover more with social media. And even if he didn't say it publicly, in which he did, the truth would have came out because other people around him were also saying he's that vile. So again, you can't be surprised.
All right. He's a labor buster too, because remember when the Russians tried to unionize, he also was the one who tried to. So even if he wasn't a racist, he still is a corporate shield.
Right. Bad.
Hey, all right, man. Well, RIP to Hulk Hogan, dying at the age of 71. Like I said, cardiac arrest there. Hulk Hogan really caught us completely off guard on that Thursday morning, finding out about it. So RIP to Hulk Hogan, 1953 to 2025. All right, guys, the NBA 2K game is over. Well, we're done talking sports. That fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. We're just there for ISG football earlier this week. 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City, a craft brewery there in Jersey City, producing ales and lagers. Got those big bright tanks and the fermenters there as well. Handcrafted beers and the best atmosphere. Folks, is curated with good times made right there in Jersey City. Got the spacious tap room, and they host a variety of events as well. Also got the beautiful rooftop as well. We've shown you that plenty of times. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. Shout out to Donna and the good folks there at 902 Brewing, 902brewing.com. All right, welcome back here to Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. ISG basketball, folks, powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They are the guys that invented deep dish pizza in 1943. Literally, CBS Sports, ISG basketball here at the intersection of sports and gaming, the only show that combines traditional sports and gaming. The traditional sports, we're done with that. The gaming, it is over as well here on NESN Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and also in the Black Network. Got Reezy, the champ. He's won 4 in a row now. He does get a chair. Breezy, playing with the Lakers. You beat JustZyrell, a really good competitor, man, playing with the Spurs. How was that going down the wire there, man? Back and forth on the teeter-totter. You pull it out, man, once again, beating your good buddy JustZyrell.
First and foremost, Lakers are sorry.
Down the line.
JustZyrell, bro. Lakers are sorry, bro. I don't know how I pulled that out. Garden Wemby is so hard on this game. I mean, just unstoppable if you know what you doing, and JustZyrell knew what he was doing. I just came out on some runs.
Yeah.
In the game.
Well, dude, you had a big lead there, and I look up, I'm like, whoa, he had the lead. I was like, what's going on here? How are you able to sort of manage that and keep it within the striking distance there after you gave up a lead?
Try to start Wemby as much as I can.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
I mean, double, send 3-4 bodies, try to move around so much that everybody else make everybody else shoot. You got to make all the other people shoot, because if Wemby shoot, I mean, you could easily just just
He's
destroyed me. Yeah.
He's like 2021 Ben Simmons. Like it's
Wow.
hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
You can't-
hard.
And he's only going to get better in NBA 2K26 when that comes out in September. So when you saw the list of teams, because once again, you guys can pick from a list of teams that are reflective of the stories that we're talking about. He had the first choice. The challenger always gets the first choice. This is your last question here. Did you think he was going to take the Spurs, or what were your thoughts when he took the Spurs?
I didn't know if he was gonna take the Spurs or the Clippers. I was hoping he would take the Clippers because I did the Spurs first, and I was like, I can't guard Wemby with the Clippers, so I was like, I have to go Lakers second. So I wasn't surprised, but I was low key a little scared.
Yeah,
All right.
they don't have size either.
All right. Well, real quickly, we got like 30
no
seconds.
nowhere else.
We got 30 seconds. What chair are you going to get? You just want a chair from ZipChair. Shout out to the good folks at ZipChair.com. What team?
I don't know what team yet. I mean, I already got Rockets. I got a Warriors one. I don't know. We'll see.
C's, man. C's, man. Celtics, man. Do it for me. Celtics, man.
I had to think about it.
NFL Eagles?
Mavericks, you're in Texas. Just get Mavericks. All right.
Texas. Oh.
All right, we got to get out of here. If you guys want to be like Zyrell or Reezy here, our current King of the Hill, ages 13 and up, all online, win cash and prizes, weekly King of the Hill format. Join us right now, theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Once again, join us now, theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Also, this postgame show brought to you by our good friends right here, the title sponsor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill here in Clifton, New Jersey. Guys invented deep dish in 1943. Drawing their inspiration and their identity there from the origins there in Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. Pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beer, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, guys, we got to get out of here, man. Thanks for watching it. Shout out to Reezy, a champ, once again. Got his third zip chair. Should be fun seeing him get that as well. For Andrea Richmond, Pizza Up A-Down, she's in A-Town. Nubyjas Wilborn, it's the Confluence, folks, the Confluence. Writer for SI, Sports Illustrated, SI.com up in Pittsburgh, PA. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football and ISG Basketball. Thanks for watching here on NESN, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Shout out to the good folks right here at Uno Pizzeria. Have a great weekend, folks. We'll see you next week for ISG Football and ISG Basketball. Make it a good one, folks.